Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the lesson 8 of our Arabic alphabet series. Let's begin. Today we're going to focus on the next two letters of the Arabic alphabet, Seen and Sheen. This is Seen and this is Sheen. Seen, Sheen. Seen and Sheen look very similar to each other, but Seen has no dots at all. You can see that there's no dots on Seen. And Sheen has 3 dots on top. Sheen has these 3 dots on top. Seen is equivalent to the letter S. This means that the letter S is the same sound as the letter Seen in the Arabic alphabet. So Seen has the same sound as the letter S. They both are pronounced from the same part of the mouth. Alright? Seen, S, both are same. Sheen is equivalent to the combination SH. So in words like she or Sean, we see that the beginning alphabet is CH. This CH creates sh sound. Sh is exactly the sound of sheen. So sheen is the equivalent of the combination SH, like the words she or Sean. You see, sh, those combinations, they're always there. So sheen is the equivalent of the combination SH. SH makes the sound sh, as in she, and so sheen makes the same sound. Now let us look at the 4 forms of seen and sheen. By itself or its original form, seen is like this. It's 3 bumps and then a long loop. At the beginning, the seen loses its loop. This is because it connects with the letter after it. So in example, it will look like this. Sajada, so there is seen here, and then there is jim, and then dal. So in the seen, can you see this is connecting with the jim? This connects with the jim, so it loses a big long loop of the. So since the seen is connecting with the next letter, it loses the loop when it comes in the beginning of a word. At the middle, seen has same form as the beginning, but it has another extension here because it's connecting with the word here. So this can be seen in the example fasada. In the example fasada, we can see that there is fa and then seen and then dal. So there is seen here, these 3 bumps are seen, and then there is another letter here. This and this look quite similar, but it should not be confused with them. So just to make this clear, I'll underline the dal part with another color. Alright, this is dal, this is not seen. Alright, so as you can see here, the seen part is connecting with the dal, and so it doesn't have a loop. And at the ending, there I have the letter shams. Shams means sun. Here you go. So at the ending, we can see that the scene gets back its loop and it looks quite like the original form. So can you see here, there is scene and then there is meme. So meme is connected with the scene, that's why the extension is made, and still there is no letter after it, so the scene gets back its big loop. Okay, now let us look at sheen. In the original form or by itself version, the body of seen and sheen are very similar. The only difference is the dots. So even in each form, we can see that this form, the sheen looks very similar to seen. However, the only difference we can see is the dots. So please be attentive to the dots in the Arabic alphabet. It's extremely important. You cannot differentiate the letter if you don't know the placement of its dots. Okay? So seen has no dots, as I've told you, but sheen has 3 dots on top. The body of seen and sheen are 3 cups. This is the cups you can see here or here. It's 3 small bumps or cups followed by a big loop. This is a big loop. You don't see the loop when there is a letter coming after it. So in the beginning and the middle version, we don't see the loop because there's a letter coming after it. Now let us look at some of the common mistakes that people make. Do not confuse seen with sa. This is an extremely common mistake people make. When we pronounce a word, the difference between seen and sa is to be noted. Sa is a little bit forward and seen is from behind. Seen looks exactly like S, remember? So the place where we put S is exactly the same place you have to put our tongue in when we pronounce seen. So seen, S. But sa is not like S. Sa is a little bit forward. You have to bring your tongue a little bit forward. We discussed that in previous classes, right? We have to bring our tongue a little bit forward. This is not in the case of seen. In the case of seen, the tongue is behind. But sa, the tongue comes forward. So while pronouncing, be very careful to have sa and seen pronunciation correctly. Okay? Do not confuse the cups of seen, sheen body with the bumps in the letters ba, ta, and sa. Now, this is the bumps I'm talking about. This is seen, right? We have seen the scene. And in the beginning version, it's like this. Now, the bumps of ba and ta and fa are like this. So it's very easy to confuse them with seen. See, the ba and the seen have the same bumps. If you see the one of them, they look very similar. So it's while reading the Arabic text, it's important not to be confused with them. This can be avoided by knowing that ba has dots and seen doesn't have dots below it. Ba, ta, and sa have dots above and below it, but seen doesn't have any dots. But there is also another thing. Do not confuse sheen with sa. When we write sheen, it's like this. In the beginning form, the sheen comes like this. And sa in the beginning form is like this. So we can see that they both have 3 dots on top. If they have 3 dots on top, then it is obviously very easy to confuse them. This should be avoided, because we should see that the sheen has 3 bumps, while sa has only 1 bump. So when you're reading the Arabic text, it's important to notice these differences. The sa and ba are not same. The seen and ba are not same. They have different bumps. Yes, they look similar because they both have bumps, but they are having the bumps only once, and this has bumps 3 times. And also this has dots below it. Ba has dots below it, and even ta and sa has dots above it. And seen doesn't have that. This is okay with seen, but it becomes complicated in the case of sheen, because sheen and sa also have dots on top. They both have dots on top, and they have exactly the same number of dots in the same place. So the only difference between them is that sheen has 3 bumps and sa only has 1 bump. So while reading the Arabic text, please be careful about this. Alright? Now, in order to be able to differentiate between them, I have prepared some exercises for you. As you can see, there are 2 types of exercises. Recognition, that is in the text, and sounds, which is when we hear them. When we hear, we should be able to differentiate seen and sheen, and when we are reading the text, we should be able to differentiate ba, sa, sheen, and seen. So, let us begin first with the recognition one. Ba, seen, ba. So you can see that ba has a dot underneath, and seen is a little bit different. It becomes smaller. When you're typing the Arabic text, seen generally is smaller. The 3 bumps of seen are smaller. That's how the typing differentiates the seen. So it's better when you're writing also you do this. When you're writing, make sure that the bumps of seen are smaller than the bumps of ba and other letters like ba. So we can see that it's easier to differentiate ba and then seen and then ba again. Seen and ba. Oh, here it's clearly seen that seen is like this and ba is a little bit bigger than seen. Ba and seen. This is the beginning version of ba, often confused with seen. So I've created this version. Ba and seen are quite different. We can see that seen has a loop at the ending, and ba is a little bit bigger than seen. So in every version, you can see that seen is smaller than ba. The bumps of seen are smaller than ba. Now we come to the next part. Sa and sheen. So we can see this is ha, no dots, it's like a jim, so it's ha, and then there's sa. This is sa because it has 3 dots, and then there are no other. don't get confused between these ones. These three bumps, these are not sheen, alright? This 3 dots is only for this one bump. It's not for the other 3 bumps. Because we can see that each of the bump has its own line, its own dots, okay? So tha is only one bump, and then there is ya, which you haven't learned yet, but it's there. And then after it again sa. This is clearly sa, you can see it's in its original form. Then there is sa in the beginning. This is very easy because there is no other bumps to confuse with. So this is sa because it has only one bump. And then there is meme and ra. Then comes sheen. Sheen, we can see, has 3 bumps. See, look at this carefully. Sa, ya, again sa. They have 3 bumps, just like sheen. But these bumps are larger than sheen. So, sa, ya, and sa again are larger than sheen. While writing, this might be helpful for you. So while writing the Arabic text, please be sure to make this sheen a little bit shorter than sa and the other letters like it. So, and also look here, there is sa and then there is ya. These two have separate dots for themselves. We can see that sa is completely over here and ya is completely separated from sa. Over here, there is only one collection of dots. There is only one collection of dots, which is the 3 dots. And then when there are 3 bumps and 3 dots, we know that it's sheen. That's how you don't get confused between sheen and this kind of things. Okay, these kind of letters will come in the Arabic text. So the only way to not to get confused between them is to make sure that each of them are having the same dots for themselves. If they don't have the same dots for themselves, then know that they are different letters. Okay, then the last one, ha, sheen, ya, sheen. Again, the ya is a little bit longer than sheen. Can you see that? The bumps of ya is a little bit longer than the bumps of sheen. And there is no other dots for sheen. The sheen has only 3 dots, and for all the 3 bumps, there's only one collection of dots. So we know that it's sheen. Okay, now we'll come to the sounds. We have earlier learned about the fatha vowel and how it's like a slanting line on top of the letter. So now let us read. Ba, fatha, ba. Sheen, alif. There's no need to put a fatha here because we know alif is a longer version. It's a long vowel. So sha, ba, sha. Then ra, fatha, ra. Ba, sha, ra. Ta, this is a gold ta. It's called ta marbuta in Arabic. So it's ta fatha, ta. This is considered ta. It's used only in special cases. Basharata. To put it in a word, basharata. Okay, basharata. Then there is seen here. Seen, fatha, sa. Ba, fatha, ba. Saba. Ba, fatha, ba. Saba, ba. Notice how the ba looks different from seen. This, as you can see, there's no dots over here, but over here there's one dot, and we know that one dot underneath the letter means ba. So sa, ba, ba. Notice the difference over here between ba and sheen also. There's a dot underneath the ba and 3 dots on top of sheen. That's the way you can differentiate between the bumps. Sheen, fatha, sha. Ra, alif. I know there's a space here, but it's the same letter. Ra, sha, ra. Ra, fatha, ra. Sha, ra, ra. Sha, ra, ra. Let's do this one more time. Ba, fatha, ba. Sheen, alif, sha. Ba, sha. Ra, fatha, ra. Ba, sha, ra. Ta, fatha, ta. Ba, sha, ra, ta. Seen, fatha, sa. Ba, fatha, ba. Saba. Ba, fatha, ba. Saba, ba. Sheen, fatha, sha. Ra, alif, ra. Sha, ra. Ra, fatha, ra. Sha, ra, ra. You should practice this on your own while pausing the video, and you should also make sure to see the differences between each letter, because this is very crucial in the Arabic alphabet. Noticing the difference between each letter is extremely crucial in the Arabic alphabet. So the recognition and the pronunciation should be very considered in the Arabic alphabet. I hope this is clear to you. If there's any doubts, please be sure to comment below. I'll be sure to answer them. And if you like this video, please be sure to share this channel, subscribe to this channel, and like my videos. Goodbye and thank you.